Hi everyone, welcome to the channel, Nick the Gardener, and I hope everyone's having a good weekend. Now the sun's come back out today for a change and managed to get a few jobs done at the allotment. I was going to give you a plot tour in a minute. I'd just like to say thank you to all the new subscribers for watching the videos and commenting and thumbs up and all that good stuff. So just thought I'd give you a quick tour around the plot today and show you what's going on. The single seed potatoes here. These were the first original 6 I planted up and they're still going quite good really. They're looking nice and green. I'll just give you a closer look. So as you can see, you know, they're a fairly decent size. I've had to earth them up a bit in here. Did see some spuds poking through the surface, which is a really good sign. I've given them another little feed and I've picked off some flowers. There's a couple of ladybird larvae on there, which is a good sign. So if there's any black fly or anything on them, that'll deal with them, no doubt. So yeah, I popped a bit more string around them as well. Now they're starting to get a bit taller. Don't want them to snap in the high winds. Any little flowers what have been coming on them, I've just been pinching them out. So there's 2 in this one. But these had multiple stems, so I probably could have divided these up a bit more and spaced them out, but because we had the potato still attached to them, didn't want to mess around with them too much because the potato still got energy in it, so I thought I'd just leave the shoots on the potato to give it as much energy as possible. So that's why I didn't really separate them out. So they're the first 2 cauldrons and they're looking pretty good. They're not starting to die down or anything or go yellow, which is good. The raspberries now, God, they're really tall this year. They're looking pretty good. Meadow and one of the school friends has been down here this morning picking some, but there's still quite a few on here. And this beauty berry this side, it's a Callicarpa bodinii profusion, and it's got lots and lots of flowers on it this year. So hopefully we should have lots of purple berries. I think the birds will eat them. They're not edible for humans. I've got a few apples, not many, but there's like 3 or 4 on there. The rhubarb is monstrous still, and Terry, I will get in there and possibly send you a bit if you want some. But yours is probably just as big, to be fair. It does get big, but it takes a while. The asparagus bed here, it's got plenty of berries on it and stuff. Not that much asparagus beetle on it anymore. There's quite a bit on it this year. And not as much as last year, which is a good sign. So hopefully we'll get some decent spears. And there's still like one not long come up there. But hopefully next year, yeah, we'll get a decent harvest of them. They've been in there, well, I've had the plot now 2 and a bit years. So yeah, we've been in there for 3 and a bit years. So I'm a bit surprised that they've not got as big as what they were. They possibly were planted too close together. Over hollyhocks, I've actually put some canes around them today and tied them up. There's a little bee just gone into that one, absolutely covered in pollen. So I'm hoping to dig these up, or at least 2 or 3 of them anyway, and pop them in the back garden. But Ali D, I just remembered Ali D did send me some black hollyhock seeds, so I'm going to try and get them away soon, get them germinated. I know they take a couple of years to flower. But I think that'll be a nice addition to the garden. And she's also sent me some delphinium seeds, so I'll have to get them cold stratified soon, stick them in the fridge and get them germinated. Because I've got lots of gaps in my new garden for lots of flowers. Well, most of the red currants are gone. The gooseberries here, there's still quite a few on there. Don't seem to be as fat this year as last year. And Meadow did pick some earlier, so she's probably had quite a few of the fatter ones. Yeah, so like I say, the raspberries, they're starting to come quite well now. There's some half decent sized ones here. Don't think that one's 100% ripe yet. But I normally get quite a good crop of the raspberries. And there's the other Callicarpa bodinii profusion. But it's not got quite as many flowers on it this side. But I think that's just because it's on the north side of the raspberries, and it's not got as much sun. So I've been trying to keep the raspberries into the little straps here, like Terry King does all the time, but I'm not as disciplined as Terry. So I haven't been doing it as good. There's a bit of bindweed just here. Get that out. I didn't see that earlier, but like I said, I've been putting the raspberry canes back in, and yeah, putting out the weeds and stuff today, trying to catch up on a bit of plot maintenance. So these is the other single seed potatoes, and there's 15 cuttings in here, and I've put a bit of string around them and some stakes in just to protect them from the wind, you know, as they get a bit bigger, give them a bit of support. And I've earthed these up a little bit more since the last video, and that was a compost out of super soil compost bin just here. The ants had buggered off, so yeah, just topped it up in there a bit more, and probably give them another little bit of a topping up in the next couple of weeks, I think. But hopefully they're going to go really well, and it's going to be an interesting competition this year. Robert and Duncan have got, like, I don't know, about 40 odd cuttings and, well, plants in total, so it's going to be an interesting competition, and a back-breaking one for me because I've got to empty 3 of them. Strawberry bed, we're starting to get a few more strawberries again now, which is a good sign. Got some more flowers and some more ones just turning. I had a little look in my worm farm in here, and it was full of ants. You can see all the eggs and everything just there, so I should really get some more moisture in there, because last time when I had ants in there, yeah, I watered it and they all seemed to go away for a little while. But I think Sandra from Nana's Worms, Garden and Worms, she said just take the whole thing out and submerge it in water, because worms can survive for a few days in water, whereas ants can't. So that's a pretty good idea. So I'll probably have to give that a bit of a water in, and if that doesn't work, I'll do what Sandra said, I think. And bloody red ants. I think quite a few people are having problems with ants this year. But I'm happy with the strawberries. I'm definitely going to have to thin them out because there's far too many in there. I haven't even had a look for runners or anything yet. I can't see too many in there, but it's all too much of a mess. I'm seriously going to have to dig out the older plants and leave the newer ones in at some point anyway. Now the peas on here, just pick some more peas. Knee plus salt to a King Tut and the snow peas, Hendrick snow peas. And I've never had this amount of peas before. Struggling to keep up with them, to be honest, which isn't a bad thing. I'd rather have too many than not enough. I mean, a lot of these I'll save for next year's seed as well. So yeah, just picked a few peas, like I say, a little bit of broccoli, a greyhound cabbage, cauliflower and a few carrots. And I'm happy to say, yeah, the carrots are pretty good actually. They've not got no carrot root fly on or anything. So yeah, growing them in a bin, you know, about 3 feet off the ground is pretty good for them actually. Yeah, the carrot root fly can only really get up there if there's a big gust of wind. But let's pull another one out and we'll just have a little look. And most of them are coming out pretty straight really. Look at that, that's not a bad one. Happy with that. There was a couple which had kind of grown round each other and twisted a little bit, but you know, perfectly edible. Really happy with them, to be fair. The best carrots have grown. So the Swedes and the kohlrabi in here, they're fattening up all right actually. Some of them are split, but the split seems to have healed up a bit. I did notice on one Swede around this side though, where it had split, that there was a hole. I don't know if you can see on that Swede there. I'll try and zoom in if I can get the Swede in the middle of the picture. There's a hole in the middle of that, so that's probably manky in the middle. Bit of a shame because I think that's about my best one I've got. But kohlrabi, there's that one down there, that's perfect in there. Really happy with that one. The cabbages, the red calibos, they're looking pretty good. I'm happy with them. I think they're going to take a little while, so hopefully they'll be ready for Christmas dinner or something like that. I've just taken out one of the greyhounds, which was along here. I think there's 1 or 2 left, I think. The broccoli, I just took it off this one just here. Trimmed a bit of the comfrey down today. Left the ones with the flowers still to come on for the pollinators. But because this is not Bocking 14, it spreads absolutely anywhere, or everywhere. So I have to keep on top of it. I don't want comfrey everywhere. So down through here, got my golden acre, which none of them have done really any well really. That one looks like it's being ate a bit. I think it got covered by a leaf of red callibos. But yeah, they're not very big. I don't know why. I think the seeds are a bit poop. The potatoes in here, I'm quite happy with them really. Everywhere I've sort of had a little fertile around, there seems to be half decent sized potatoes in there. So let's have a little look down here. Oh yeah, oh, these are pink fir apple here. These ones, so yeah, there's a little one just there, look. Cover that back up. Yeah, so most of them are Estima, a row of pink fir apple and a row of Performer. So I'm looking forward to seeing how a Performer have performed this year. So here's the other broccoli bed, which I could actually do with taking, there's a couple of little side shoots which look quite good. Could do with taking them before they open up, really. Don't want to waste them. I mean, I have wasted some of them. Some of them have already started to flower, look, which is a bit of a shame. But like I say, keep on cutting these ones off of the flowers and you'll get some, hopefully some decent side shoots. The cauliflower what I picked was from this one just here. There is more cauliflower in here, but it looks like it's just gone over, which is a bit of a shame. I mean, it's probably still edible. I should probably pick it, and that one's gone a little bit discoloured there. And that one a little bit there. It's not very big. So that's almost it in here for the cauliflowers. Once that's harvested, that'll be that bed empty. I should really bring up the Brussels sprouts. I keep forgetting. As soon as I get up here, I'm like, oh damn, Brussels sprouts. So this is a garlic bed, and it's got the nasturtiums in now. And yeah, just going to leave them. I think they're looking quite nice. But yeah, I've forked it over a little bit, just for top surface to work with biochar in a little bit more, because it's just on the surface. So I've dug it just, it's a bit rubbish, dug it just up to the soil level. I didn't actually dig the soil, just sort of turned the compost and the horse manure and the biochar was on top. So the beans that are in here, I had some volunteer potatoes growing through, and yeah, dug them out, and I'll just give you a quick look at those potatoes now. Yeah, so I think there's a mixture of Charlotte and Kestrel. There might be some Swift, and there might be, yeah, that's a Kestrel, because it's got a bit of pink on it. It's split, unfortunately. There might be a couple of Colleens in there as well. So that's a bit of a bonus. I wasn't expecting to get any potatoes today, really. But I thought I'd just tidy up the bed, just to give it a bit of a tidy up. Now I've got a mole here, and as you know, called Noel. He keeps going everywhere from my plot. I'm not too worried about him. He's not causing too much destruction or anything. But through here, where these onions were, these multi-sown onions, there was a massive molehill here the other day, like absolutely massive, about this high. Sorry, about to this high. And it's completely gone now. And I haven't moved it. I don't think the mole has moved it back in. So I'm wondering if someone's harvested the molehill soil off my plot, which for them would probably be a bad idea, because I've got allium white rot, and there may be allium leaf miner as well in here or whatever. So I'd be careful if you're going around taking mole soil from your allotment. There could be club root in it, there could be any sorts of pests or diseases in it. There's also beneficial nematodes and protozoa and bacteria and fungi and all that on them. They're like a little taxi service for any organism at the allotment, and pests and diseases. So yeah, just be warned, or be, you know, just be wary. Don't go taking soil where you don't know if it's got club root or anything like that in it. But there was a massive molehill here, and I came and it's gone. So I'm like, someone better be careful, because all these, well, I haven't got any more onion white rot, I don't think. They're fattening up nicely though. So since I left them, I mean, I think they've doubled in size. I mean, that's a fairly decent size one there. See the size of my hand next to it. But they're all right, but they've definitely fattened up a lot better since last time. And I'm coming up here tomorrow because I've got to pick Meadow up from school. So I'm probably going to harvest some of these then. The brassica bed here, we've got turnips in, some cauliflowers, which, you know, that one's a piddly little thing. Some broad beans in there, which I'm going to leave for seed. I think there's a couple of volunteer potatoes. A couple of cauliflowers actually, that one's a bit discoloured there, it's a bit of a shame. These ones are blown. Looks like I've got a Savoy cabbage in there. And a poppy, purple poppy, it's quite pretty actually. And a chard, what's gone to flower by the looks of it. But yeah, I didn't see those cauliflowers in there earlier actually. Possibly have to get them. So yeah, just thought I'd give you a quick walk around the allotment in July. The beans are coming good, plenty of flowers on them. I've not been here to really properly train them up the strings. I probably should have not grown the peas quite so close, because as you can see they've climbed back onto the peas. But hopefully I can get that to cling back onto the string maybe at some point. But yeah, I'm happy with peas, happy with beans. I'm a lot happier than what I was the other week. So yeah, the compost pile actually, I've turned that today and I added some more grass clippings through it and stuff, and it's looking pretty good. So I think what I'm going to have to do now is start another pile rather than keep adding stuff through this one, because it had quite a lot of sawdust and stuff in it, so it's good to keep on adding nitrogen to help break that down. I've got a little south-set tomato just there, looks like a tumbling tom by the looks of it. But yeah, pretty happy how things are going at the allotment. I hope everyone else is having some good success. I know it's been a difficult year and everyone's fed up with all the weather and slugs and all the pests and everything. But yeah, hopefully, well, it can't get any worse than this, surely, can it? But yeah, I hope everyone's, like I say, having some good results growing and have a good week at work and what have you. And please give us a thumbs up and a subscribe if you've got anything from the video, and a comment if you've got a question or anything. And yeah, like I say, have a good one. Goodbye.